Hi, my name is Alana Langat. I am 12 years old. I am a young climate change advocate, author, podcaster, and also a Youthtopia Circle of Youth member. So this one is saying Grand Little Miss Environment, and I won Little Miss Environment this year on February 17th, where we were just doing a competition of clothing, like you're just modeling, introducing yourself, and having that confidence to walk in front of people, and that's how I won. Actually, like there were some categories that we were supposed to choose. So me, I chose advocacy because there were like so many options, but I chose advocacy. And like advocacy, you don't need any posters, you don't need anything, you just need your voice. I was advocating about climate change and like how children and governments should actually, like how governments should listen to us, because like we are the most affected by climate change. So my book is called Alana's Magical Adventure at Mazingira Park, where me and my imaginary friend called Losike, where we go to our favorite park where we love like skating, and we find it dirty and we want to do something about it. So I stood up for like the people who are there because they were mostly littering. So me and Losike did a cleanup activity. Then after doing a cleanup activity, we told like the people who were in the park the importance of making our environment clean. And like from that day, people knew the importance of the importance of making our environment clean. The book, you can find it in New Year's store and also in Amazon.
Environmental awareness and also friendship.
And so my podcast is called Climate Gumzo with Alana. Gumzo means conversations, where I interview amazing experts about climate change and simplifying hard words into simple words.
I remember watching the news with my parents and seeing a family suffer.
People always don't understand like these two words, weather, like the difference between weather and climate change. And like how I could simplify it for children to understand, I would have said that weather is for a shorter period because it can be sunny, it can be rainy, it can be cloudy, but for climate change, it happens for a really long period of time. Like let's say flooding can happen like, let's say like last year it happened in January or February for a long period of time, and like people are losing their lives, people are losing like their homes, they don't have anywhere to live. I started in 2023, where like I felt really like I wanted to just model because like for the longest time I always loved modeling. So I started in 2023 when it was just an event for also Little Miss Environment, where I won Little Miss Environment. And that event, actually, you know, when it's your first time modeling, you feel really scared, but I had the confidence to just walk and I felt really happy. My mom was there and she was the only thing I would see, because like you see, every time I enter a stage, I'm always not confident seeing people, but if I see my mom, there's nothing I worry about. Like if I see any family member of mine, I only imagine that they're the only ones in front. I've attended national and international events such as COP28, COP29, African Children's Summit, African Climate Summit that happened in Nairobi from September 4th to 6th. And like when I go to these events, like I learn something new every day. And like in COP28 was the first one that I've ever attended that was like really national. Like you meet so many people from different countries, and like it was really nice because you just meet new people. But one thing that I had a challenge on when I went to COP28, it's like understanding the words they were using, because like when they were speaking, they were like using big words that I don't even know myself. So I decided to do that's even how I created my own podcast, because of that. And now every time I go for an event, I make sure that I know everything. I make sure that I know the time from like the start, what time it ends, and like they're like how can I say it, the events that are going to be happening on that day. Yes. The African Children's Summit happened in South Africa, Johannesburg, and like now we were mostly speaking about like how climate change affects our education in different countries. Like you see in like different parts of Kenya, you can find children learning under a tree, like what happened the other day in the news, and like all of us are trying to find solutions where like all this can stop, where children can have a place, like a room to study and to also have books. My school at Sun and Shield, that is located in Nakuru, next to Kabarak. And my hobbies are, I love planting trees, reading books, and also like writing books, because when I read books, I get inspired about something, then I write books. Yes. And also another thing that I like doing is actually dancing and also modeling. I have so many hobbies, but I would say those are my top 4. Yeah. And like what I love enjoying is playing the piano. Yeah, playing the piano. I find peace in playing the piano. Yeah. What I would advise the children is the future belongs to the curious, because I became curious about it and like started doing something about it. So if you're curious about something, just focus on what you are curious on. Because like me, I got the curiosity from the news, and now I feel happy, I feel good. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Angel Inanjeru. I am 11 years old, a pageant model and a high fashion model. The current Grand Miss Environment First Runners-up. I school at Kinyanjiro Junior Secondary School. I'm a contortionist, and my hobbies are modeling and swimming. It was 2023 on April, and it was my birthday, and I decided to tell my mom that I want to become a model and that I am passionate about modeling, and it will enable me to build my confidence and public speaking both. She said it was okay. She'll support me in everything I choose to be in life, and she will always be there for me anytime I need her, and she will always love me for me and who I am. I was amazed by high fashion when I first saw it. My mom's friend is actually a model, and she's doing high fashion, and I was like, high fashion are not smiling, and pageantry are smiling. And I was really curious to try high fashion and what it feels like to be on the stage, not smiling and just being a serious face, people shouting at you, screaming at you, clapping for you, and having like just being not smiling, being a serious face. Like I just wanted to try it, like to be serious on a stage for once. My first high fashion gig was Nairobi Street Fashion, NSF. The owner is called Brie, and she's the owner of NSF, Nairobi Street Fashion, and we found it on Instagram, and my mom said like we should try this one and see how it goes. And the day of the high fashion came, and the clothes were really beautiful, and they were really big at some point, and at some point they were really heavy, and I had to wear heels so that I can be a high fashion model. And she told me not to smile, even a bit, not to smile, and that I should be on a serious face and just walk like a model. Grand environment is all about the environment, conserving the environment, knowing more about the environment, how to keep the environment clean, and like planting trees is conserving the environment, collecting litter, throwing them or burning them. First and foremost, I have 2 projects. One, lighting up with litter. Second, Angel of Hope. The one that I took to the pageant is lighting up with litter. It is all about conserving the environment by using closed plastic bottles, silicone, piece of iron sheet, bleach, and clean water. I have done it in Kibera, in Umoja, and Line Saba. I have installed 20 lights by the help of my parents, and how it works, it's first you take your closed plastic bottle, fill it with water, add bleach and seal it well so that the water can stay clean for a very long time, and take a piece of iron sheet, make a hole in the middle, but first make a hole on the rooftop, then fit your bottle on the piece of iron sheet, place it on the hole that you have made on the rooftop, and seal it with silicone so that it can stay in place and to avoid leaking. So when the sun shines and hits the bottle, it causes reflection of light, in which it lights up the house. At night, you can buy a torch, a lighting torch, which uses solar, so that during the day you can charge it using sunlight, and at night you can use it. Yeah. Angel of Hope is an humanitarian program which helps kids in the society with their uniforms. Like in my school, I have helped some pupils which they don't have uniform, because I have realized that their uniform have holes, they don't have school shoes, they wear black rubbers to school. And I came and told my parents, and my parents were like, yeah, that is a very good idea, we can help you. So we went and buy uniforms, school shoes, and we came and brought it to them, and they were so happy, and they realized that there are some people who love them outside there, they are not alone. Yeah. I would advise the young people out there to never look back, follow on their dreams, and never let anyone talk you down for who you are or for who you want to be in future, because it will take down your self-esteem, and always be shy on what you are going to do in future, and never look back on your talents.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Sanyu. I am 13 years old in grade 8 Alana, Utafiti Comprehensive School. I have 2 titles, one for People's Choice and the other one for Second Princess Grand Miss Environment Kenya. My pageant is about environment, on inspiring people on how to conserve the environment. My pageantry, how I won it, my dresses and my project were amazing, were good, were perfect, were great. And I had People's Choice because people from all over the world voted for me. And the other one is for Grand Miss Environment Second Princess, where I was in that place, but at the Second Princess. My project is about collecting garbage and a CBC compost pit in schools. Collecting garbage, me and my environmental group are collecting garbage around schools and local schools, and also in local schools in the community. we are also digging and creating compost pits, one for plastic and metals, which can be recycled into renewable goods, and the other one for food, which can be recycled into manure for the plants and biogas, which is very expensive nowadays. My other project is about planting trees on birthdays, where I call upon NGOs to partner with pupils and plant trees on their birthdays. And I also want the government to put up a curriculum, a syllabus, where pupils can learn about planting trees on their birthdays and in celebrations. This is my basketball. In games, I usually take it because it's good luck and a reminder that my height motivates me, and it is a very good reminder of my past as a child and how I used to play it for motivation and companion and also exercise. The other one is fashion and designing. I usually create attires. I wish you can see it. Actually, it's very good. I created my own attire from a TV station where it represents my favorite character. The character, the dress is, I made it when I was 5 years old. Yes. At first, it wasn't that good because I just made it from paper, cut it out. When I reached 8 years old, I created now my own with different materials and fabric. My dress, I wish you can see it, it's very good. It's actually better than my other dresses because it symbolizes a wonder tree, where it shows the environment, how it is conserved, and how well and blossomed flowers and animals enjoying the shade, the beauty of the tree. So I want to advise people to collect garbage so that the environment can be as beautiful as my dress. The future holds a well, responsible, respectful, and humble Nicole. Because my mom used to tell me, if a person is humble, she will go far. So that's why I want to tell people to conserve the environment so that in the near future it can be good and there will not be any diseases related to the environment. And even if they are, it will be lower than they are today. To any person out there, I'd like to advise to them that they should be confident, humble, respectful, and also courageous to stand and talk in front of anyone. Take me as an example. When I was young, I wasn't very confident. I had low self-esteem. So that's why I want to advise people to be courageous, because if I am here talking to you right now, then you can do it also.
I'm Elsie Mukami, the holder of Teen Miss Environment Kenya 2025. I'm a model who advocate of environmental conservation and climate change. I'm a young environmentalist who is involved in environmental conservation and beautification of the community. Okay, I usually enjoy knitting and protecting the environment because we are all born in nature and we live in nature. I usually do skating. I usually play chess. When I saw modeling gave me a better opportunity, I saw this advert of the Grand Miss Environment Kenya 2025. I applied it on December. We did practice for about 2 months, and it was a bit professional, but easy by the because Miss John was a bit gentle and very professional to us at the same time. Yes, but it was really enjoyable. I chose fruit trees because when I lost a friend, fruit trees was a better way of solving because it helped us in a healthy diet. We usually take the fruits, usually conserve the environment, better nutritious, economic opportunities, and usually conserve the environment and they beautify the environment too. I'm looking forward to plant over 10,000 trees, but currently we have planted 2,000 trees with the help of the male hospice for adopting a tree for a cancer patient, especially children, because I usually like to work with, I usually engage with children mostly, with the help of my parents and the Scout movement. I'm one of the leaders of Scouts, and in Scouts we usually move in different places time by time. And like for this year, our theme is Scouts inspiring climate resilience. We usually plant trees in every event that we have. We usually put aside a ground that we plant trees every time. And like this year, I've planted over 300 trees. Okay, for now I've planted at my home. We have planted like 10 trees, but that was long ago. But currently, I've planted some more, and I've already started enjoying the fruits. Like yesterday, I ate an orange tree from my own tree. In school, we have been planting trees, and even by the help of my parents and my friends, I usually share some of the seeds and seedlings of the trees, and then we plant. We put a particular place which we said that this place will be for planting trees only, and then we plant trees. I look up to Miss Joanne Musumba, who is our mentor in the environmental conservation in the Little Big Talent, and I'd like even to go higher and do more. Among all the talent that I have, today I decided to showcase crocheting. And I've crocheted some, these are the current things that I've crocheted. I have a piece of cloth here, have some scarves, have a bag, and they're all in different designs. This I had made it earlier, and I usually crochet scarves, bags, clothes, and mats. Like this one is the cloth of the Wonders of the Earth, which I had knitted, which was the ground now. And then we added some fruit trees on top. There are different types of crochet for doing different purposes. For here I have the 5.5 meters, 5 mm. This is just for knitting, for this size, the big size. The smaller one is for putting some designs. Like some designs cannot be put with this big one. Okay, I invested it from my grandmother. She loves crocheting and knitting at the same time. So, and then the time that I used to visit her, she used to teach me some of the things that I could do, how to crochet different designs and different things. Later on, in the time that I was schooling at Meru, MSK Township, we had a session of learning how to knit, and I knew more, like the much I was taught in school, and then it became a habit. Started crocheting more and more and sell at the same time. For the young people out there who would like to be here, who like to be like with this place, follow your path. There's whatever you see that you can do, just try it, and just for a matter of time, you'll be there. But for I usually like to speak about the environment because I was born with nature itself.